How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today I come to you to say that we need to end the shutdown of our nation today. Not tomorrow, not May 1st, not June 1st, not July 1st, but today. I understand why some want to keep us shut down. You want to stop the spread of the virus. You want to protect the elderly people, all this, that, and the third. But what you're doing with the shutdown is creating a bunch of other problems you got to deal with. Okay, you're trying to solve one issue or prevent one issue from becoming worse by creating a bunch of other issues. This is going to be kind of a personal video because, as you may know, we just got hit by a tornado here in Tennessee. My specific neighborhood has areas that are just totally flattened. I'm talking about it's an Advanced Auto Parts out here. It's just all rubble. You can see the checkered ground, and on top of that, just rubble. You wouldn't even really know what that was unless I told you, and you were able to see the ground. Okay, power lines are mangled everywhere. It's like a bomb hit my neighborhood. I'm talking about 2 doors down. The neighbors are trapped into their house with power lines. You understand what I'm saying? They can't get their cars out of the garage. Now, thank God they can come out of their front door and leave that way. But it's a lot of devastation here. On top of that, you have all these social distancing guidelines that the mayor of the city, Chattanooga, Andy Burke, has placed upon us. And I'll place a picture on the screen before you of Mr. King Burke, you know, in a crowd of more than 5, because he said you could not be in a crowd of more than 5. But obviously he's in a crowd of more than 5. Then he's saying, okay, you should wear face masks. Where's your face mask, sir? I mean, I hate this. It's like, do as I say, never as I do. Where I live is pretty conservative, but unfortunately the mayor is pretty liberal. Now, once you get out in the county, like, you know, further away from the core, it's a little bit different, but you still got all these guidelines going on. You can't go into a restaurant. You got to go through the drive-through. And this is the worst possible time because people are going to be without power for weeks, possibly. Because there are some places it's kind of like far away and the power lines are really mangled and tangled. It's a big mess. So you got to hit the priority places first, like the economic core and where most people are, and then you kind of just branch out. That's just how it is in a situation like this. So people are going to be without power for an extended period of time. So they can't cook. Whatever kind of food they had in the fridge got to get tossed out. They may have some non-perishable items, but at a certain point, you might want to be able to go get something to eat. So when you go to certain centers that still have power, they're overrun with cars trying to go through the drive-through to get a chicken sandwich or something like that because you can't even go inside. And then there are other places that have been shut down permanently because of the measures that have been taken to, quote unquote, slow the spread before the tornado hit. So you got a double whammy. People already are losing their jobs behind the shutdown due to the virus. Then on top of that, they're losing their house because of the tornado, or they're losing power for weeks because of the tornado, and they got to go get something to eat or get some groceries, and that's shut down too. And it's restricted, and you got to wear face masks and gloves, all this, that, and the third. It's just too much. And the government shut down today. People talking about, oh, the virus is serious, it's killing people, all this, that, and the third. All right, how about this? How about we do something really simple? How about rather than stealing my freedom as an American citizen, you as the government, federal, local, the problem is really local, but federal should just tell us whatever they know. Don't hide anything from us. Don't be like Gretchen Whitmer, the governor of Michigan, and try to hide drugs away that can save our lives. Talking about, oh, we got to block hydroxychloroquine because, you know, a couple in Arizona took chloroquine phosphate and they died. That's ridiculous. They took a totally different compound without the advice of a doctor. This is kind of like a political game against Trump, but it's like people are losing their life. They're losing their job. They're losing their homes. They're losing all kinds of stuff. They're losing everything. And you want to play political games? We don't have any time for it. But I'll move on. The whole point is that these governors, these mayors are taking things into their own hands and they're going way far and the way over the top. Okay, talking about, oh, we're going to keep things shut down up until June, July, who knows when, an undetermined date. We got to get things back on track right now. I mean, this is not helping us at all. Don't deny me my freedom. I'm still a human being at the end of the day. I can protect myself. You know, it's kind of like this whole thing with gun control. Oh, you don't need guns because we can protect you. No, you can't. Not really. Okay. I can rely upon the federal government to protect me. All right. When a tornado hit, I mean, the police can't come. Like, if you got roads blocked off, power lines, all this and that, trees falling on houses, what can the police do? The police are great and they do a great service. However, they cannot be my personal bodyguard and they can't always be there to help in situations where I need them. Same thing with the federal government. They can't always be there to help. They have the role of protecting the nation. So when Trump cut off the flights from China, that is the government's role. All right. When Trump builds a wall on the border to prevent illegal aliens from coming in, that is what their role should be. But when you're talking about my own personal health, let me do that. Give me the information that you have and let me handle it how I want to handle it. The situation that we're in right now has caused so much despair. I mean, the unemployment rate through the roof. You're talking about between 5 and 6 million people unemployed every week. And that's just officially unemployed. That's just those that are filing for unemployment. A lot of people have not filed for unemployment that may not be able to. They're self-employed or kind of work under the table, or people that, you know, don't make really enough to have it make sense, or people that couldn't even get through to file unemployment. So we got a serious issue going on right now. The stimulus money, that's fine, but that ain't really going to do a whole lot. That's just to stop the bleeding a little bit. You might have got shot 87 times. The stimulus check is enough to stop like 15 of the bullets from bleeding, but you're just bleeding out less fast. You're just bleeding out a little bit more slowly, but you're still bleeding out. You're still going to need to get back to work to totally stop the bleeding. So yeah, let's stop this whole thing. I'm tired. I'm done. I don't want to see no more commercials talking about, oh, stay home. No more sentimental stuff with all kind of sad music in the background. I'm not really trying to hear it at all. What I want to see is governors, mayors, and the president himself say, hey, we're back to work. You can go provide for yourself, provide for your family, take care of yourself. That's what I want to see. Okay. This whole nation was built on that, right? Freedom, liberty, pursuit of happiness, all that good stuff. What happened to that? People get so afraid, they get so scared, they're willing to just let all their rights go. They don't even really care. It's like, whatever, I'm scared. The virus is here, all this, that, and the third. So yeah, I'm going to just give up any rights that I had. It's really ridiculous, but I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? Do you think we should get back to work as Americans? And as people in the world, but definitely Americans, if that's your viewpoint, let me know why in the comments below. Or should we not get back to work and we still got to slow the spread and contain the virus? If that's your viewpoint, let me know why in the comments below. And also tell me, when can we get back to work? When? I mean, it's April the 15th. We should have not actually gone under the quarantine at all, my humble opinion. If some people feel like they're at high risk, then let them stay home. But the rest of us that are not high risk, the 98% of us, 99% of us that are not going to die from the virus, let us go back to work. Seriously, because this is crazy. Like I said, where I'm at right now, we had a tornado that hit. Alarming right now, I'm hearing chainsaws buzzing, trying to get people free from their houses, trying to get power lines unhooked from the trees. All right. Streets, the traffic is crazy. We don't have time to have a natural disaster and this quarantine stuff. All right. And there's nobody out there trying to call the police on these guys that are out there with their chainsaws, okay, that are not social distancing. That whole thing's kind of gone out the window. Just regular people, we don't need to care nothing about that. We're beyond that. We're past it. And if you don't get back to work, you're going to see more civil unrest. You've seen it in North Carolina and other places. You might see it in Virginia coming up at the end of like April. So get back to work, get back on track. The virus is going to be there, or well, we can't just hide in our houses because the virus is out there. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.